Mayor. I almost admire the dogged determination with which the removal of land in my ward from the greenbelt is being pursued. And that's reflected, sadly, in these proposals. All of the arguments which have been put forward by many others, based on logic, and indeed also based on emotion, have apparently been ignored. And sadly, there is also a financial inducement to this council to do this, because it renders their land, beside the former central nursery, incredibly valuable as building land. My view has always been, Mr. Mayor, that this renders any proposal such as those before us wholly subjective and lacking all impartiality. This is what I submitted to the planning inspector in my written submissions, but unfortunately was not enabled to make those submissions orally. In my mind, Mr. Mayor, these proposals in my ward will rob our children of their environmental legacy. Mr. Mayor, I subscribe to the view that we do not own our planet and our environment, but we merely hold it on trust for our children and for their children. And this will cause damage to that which cannot be redeemed. It will cause traffic chaos. It will damage wildlife access to Watergate Park and blight that wonderful facility. And for what? I know, Mr. Mayor, that there is as yet no planning application, but we all know that that is waiting in the wings. And what are we going to be promised in exchange for this enormous loss? Executive-style homes. Not even affordable homes, Mr. Mayor, for which there is at least a need, and in some instances a great need. At the first meeting, Mr. Mayor, to which I was invited as a ward councillor by officers, almost at the very beginning of this process, the developer was there and presented his plans, his well worked out plans to develop all of his land, and in the middle of it also to develop the council's land. This was even before consultation had started.
Can I have explanation?
I don't think you're entitled to any explanation. Mr. Mayor, as the leader of the council, listens to the speech, he will understand.
I'm just asking what is meant by the developer.
Can you clarify that, Councillor?
I don't mind at all, because the land all
Try to
around
ask you.
the land all around the area, the leader of the council knows this as well as I do, belongs to Wisdom and Home.
That's what we said.
If this is approved, then those who propose these this development, and they do, and those who agree to it on this council will have their way, and the greenbelt land will be gone. And this is not redeemable, Mr. Mayor. This will be gone forever. Mr. Mayor, it is right that I record that the people of my ward and well beyond my ward oppose this. I oppose this. Mr. Mayor, logic opposes this. I will vote against this, and unfortunately therefore against the whole plan, with all of my heart.
Thank you, Councillor Wallace.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councillor McCassin was hoping to be here today. She unfortunately has had to go to hospital because of a serious injury to her foot, which happened a couple of days ago, and she's in hospital this afternoon. So in some respect I'm speaking on behalf of Christine, but also on behalf of the group. I hope that the absence of Labour members from particular wards is not a sign that there's a bug going around and that there's been an outbreak of illness. If those members are absent because they are ill, then I wish them a speedy recovery. If they're
wait for Councillor McCatton, Councillor Wallace.
Yeah. So I'm saddened that so many members opposite.
Sorry, just off the steam. Is the new leader? Councillor Gannon, can we have a bit of order here, please?
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will be heard. Martin. Christine would like to say that She continues to oppose these plans. She believes that the incursions onto the greenbelt are unwelcome and unnecessary. She believes that the Ryton area will be significantly deteriorated because of the additional traffic. There will be insufficient access to public services, which will be unable to supply the services needed by the residents of Ryton, and therefore she's asked me to say a few words, which I've now given. The group will vote against the plan. I'd like to put on record, however, my thanks to the officers. And I've done this a number of times, and I said it 2-3 years ago, when we were, I think, about year 5 into this whole process, that the officers are doing a job which will produce a report which will be accepted by the planning inspectorate. Where we disagree with, what we disagree with is the outcome of that report. We disagree with some of the contents of it. And for us, the permanent loss of greenbelt, not just in Ryton, but in places like Wickham as well, overrides what is also in that report. And whilst I don't want all the good that is in the report to be lost, more importantly is to save the greenbelt, and unfortunately this report deletes large parts of the greenbelt, and we just cannot accept that.
Councillor Henry.